So 11.2, this one we're going to do taking a standard form quadratic equation and then changing it over to vertex form so that we can easily graph it. So for example, y equal to the 3x squared plus 6x plus 1. I don't know the vertex point. The equation doesn't give it to me that way. So I do know what A is, because this is my A. So this is A. So I do know what A is in my vertex formula. So that's going to be 3. But I don't know any of the others. But I do know that I have the equation for a vertex formula. So vertex formula is the x equal to the negative b over 2a. So I do know the b is here. So I can put that into the formula so that x is equal to negative 6 all over 2 times 3. And so I get negative 6 over 6, which is negative 1. So now I know my vertex point is negative 1, k. So I don't know the k yet. So I'm going to take the answer that I got here for x and I'm going to put it back in for the x of the original. So y equal to 3 times negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1 plus 1. So that's this would be my first step to get the x for the vertex point. And then my second step would be to find the y. To find the y, which will be the k. So negative 1 squared is just 1. And then this becomes negative 6 plus 1. So I got 3 minus 6 plus 1. And so that's negative 3, so negative 2 for y. So now I know my vertex point is going to be negative 1, negative 2. So now I could write my final equation, which is y equal to 3 times x. And since this is my h, since it's negative, that means it's going in this direction. So it's plus 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go negative 2. So let's see if this negative 1, 2 shows up in my graph when I go to graph it. So I'll go to the y equals button, clear this out. I'll type in 3 parentheses x plus 1 to the power of 2, and then minus 2. Hit enter, and now I hit zoom 6. Oops, zoom, nope, that's good enough. So zoom 6, you see that it does. It goes to the left 1 and down 1, 2. And so that does make sense. I can even ask the calculator to tell me the lowest point without looking at the table. I can actually go to second calc. I can ask for it because it's a minimum, so I'll say 3. I'll move the cursor so that it's to the left of my x-intercept because it wants it on the left. Then I'll move it past the vertex point and click again, and then click one more time, and it is negative 1, negative 2. So I do have it correct. And so this is how you change a standard form. This is a standard form equation, or standard form of a quadratic. And then of course I changed it into the vertex form. And the vertex form, it just allows us to find the vertex point easily and plot it and graph it quickly. So this is the vertex form.